I contacted Martin Gerard in order to sell a property which had been on the market for a while. It was originally with a chap who never, unfortunately, failed to complete. The same thing happened a couple of other occasions, and fortunately, David Mitchell came along, who was fabulous, and got us a buyer and followed the sale through very well. David's attentiveness, he's got a wonderful manner about him, very friendly, and genuinely concerned. I think what they did differently to others, I noticed, was the social media marketing side of it, whereas I think they use Facebook quite comprehensively. I did hamstring them to a certain degree, not letting them use the main portals to market. So essentially they were stuck having to use their own website and social media in order to get the message out, which worked. I know that London agents typically charge considerably more than those out of town. Martin Gerard were fabulous in that respect. The personal touch and the steadfast attitude of Martin Gerard and David, the manager there in particular, they came out at a great price. It's a reasonable price for what they did, and in terms of London, a very good price. In terms of Martin Gerard's personal touch, they most certainly had it. I shared a lovely meal around the corner at one of the Chinese restaurants here on Mill Hill Broadway with David. I could see myself sharing many more meals with him. He's a lovely guy. We really get along fabulously well. So yeah, I think not only did he sell my property, but a friendship may well have been born out of the experience. And if you're watching, David, you're a great guy. Thank you. The communication with Martin Gerard was fabulous. I can't fault him in that respect. David was there every step of the way. In fact, above and beyond. If he would call me at times where there was no actual reason to call me, but just kept things warm and ticking along, both pre-offer and again, during the time that there was somebody else that was on the table who never came through from another agent, David was still in there showing people around and communicating brilliantly all the time. Having been an agent myself in the late 80s, I know certainly some of the shenanigans that went on back then. I think that the business is quite different today, albeit there will always be sharks out there, but there'll also be decent people. And David and Martin Gerard are certainly some of those. The dealings with me were very straightforward. There were no shenanigans. It was a good experience, and having been in the other side of things myself, I know that there are good guys and bad guys everywhere, and it's a matter of finding the good ones, and these guys are some of the good ones. The reason I'm doing this testimonial for David and Martin Gerard is because they came through where others didn't. They persevered, the personal touch. And they did the job and took a situation which was becoming rather precarious with interest rates literally troubling during the time that the property was on the market. They came through for me big time, and I'm very grateful for that. And this is the least I could do to repay them. I would be 100% comfortable in recommending them to friends and family because of the experience that I've had. They've been personable, professional, and have gone out their way to ensure that the sale went through smoothly. And as I said, I'm very grateful to them for coming through in a very difficult market. As we all know, interest rates have continued on the up and up since October 2022. First time we haven't had a hike as of yesterday, and in a market that is precarious and difficult, they got the job done and in a lovely, relaxed manner. I would certainly recommend them to anybody that is looking for an agent in the area.